What's up, guys? Today we're playing a little bit of Euro Truck Simulator 2, and I just thought I'd show you some of my game mods for my G27. Starting to build a dash. It's a lot in progress, but I've got a little bit of a dashboard here. These are all going to eventually get mounted into this, and I'd like to have a cover over it and stuff like that. Other than that, on this side I've got my key mount and stuff, a little light. Another little switch. Again, these two, once I get everything working, I know it works now. I'm going to start to mount them into here a little better. And then on the shift knob here, I put my nice little button in here. Basically just rig the little tiny button running through here. Comes out. And everything right now is basically spliced into my joystick, I guess, here. So my joystick, all these switches and everything are just acting as an extension of the buttons on the joystick. I found that was the easiest way to get everything working. So key wise, just obviously starts. Fortunately, I can't figure out how to get it to shut off in any of the other switches, so when it's on I have to just turn it off one more time and then shut it off. Light wise, it's basically just hooked up with a little battery pack for right now, just to power the little LED. That way every time I turn the key on, the light comes on. Start the truck up, shut the truck off, shut the light off. The other mod I have right here is just an on-off toggle. Basically all that's set to do is stuff like my fuel. It's not set to light up or anything right now, but that way I don't have to hold the enter button. The other one that I have set up right now was originally wanting to be my shift button. I was hoping that once I went 1 to 6, that when I went to 7 I could use this as my button to shift, but unfortunately when I hooked it up to my joystick it does not work that way. So I wasn't able to do that, so right now I just have it set for actually the parking brake. It's kind of hard to see. You can probably see the little knobby going up and down there. So basically that's just my parking brake. Eventually, before I actually had it, all these buttons wired into a keyboard, and when I had it that way I was able to make this button pretty much anything I wanted. But now I find when I put it in with a joystick that it only allows me to use an actual button on the G27 as that shift button. So unless I wire this button into the actual G27 like most people have done onto this button, I won't be able to actually use this as a shift button, which is too bad because that was the whole idea around it. I basically found a little S. It was from another button. It was actually from like the cheap binocular camera I had that had this button in it with this little switch. I just mounted it, basically glued it into the back so that it acts with a little bit of kind of tension, so when I push on it, it pushes back. Basically just wired that through, as I said, and it works beautifully. Parking brake on off. So far that's it, so eventually I'll post a video once I get all this stuff mounted into the dash and get a nice cover on it. It's all just made of wood right now. It's kind of hard to see because the camera's so stupidly close, but that's basically it. Foot pedals are just down here, obviously mounted. And that's all. So I'll keep you posted when I change everything. Thanks.